flexors. So the problem with stretching the hip flexors is that they're really connected to everything else. So we've also got to focus on the psoas, and we also have to focus on strengthening the hamstrings, and we've got to wake up that muscle before we stretch it really deep. So we're going to start with a little bit of wake up routine, just a little bit of standing poses to get this area really engaged, and then we're going to go deep. This should take just a few minutes. Start with one sun salutation. Inhale, take the arms up. Now, when you inhale, take an exhale and press the hips forward. Start with a little back bend here, already starting to get into the psoas. Inhale it up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, find a long spine, halfway lift. Exhale, bend your palms onto the mat. Step your right foot back 3 to 4 feet. Take a nice long stance here. Inhale up into your crescent pose. Exhale, drop your knee. Inhale, lift up, pull back into extension. You should feel a big side bend coming, a big side stretch coming across the right side body. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up and start to move toward the left, really getting into that right side psoas. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Press it back up into your high crescent. Inhale it up. Exhale, let's open up into warrior two here. So you really want both legs to press in opposite directions, working out a big opening here. Maybe even take the hand to the knee, finding this big opening across the left hip flexor. On your inhale, let's reverse the warrior, finding that side body stretch, opening up the psoas in here. Exhale, find extended side angle. All of this just to activate the hip flexors. Inhale back into your warrior two, and exhale, hands come back down to the mat. Step it back, switch it out. Right foot comes forward. Inhale up into crescent. Exhale, drop your knee down to the earth. Inhale, pull back into extension. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, and press to the right. Really feeling that big opening across the left psoas. Exhale, punch your palms back down onto the mat. Inhale it up into your crescent. Exhale, opening up into warrior two on your second side. Same deal here. Press the knee open. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. Step both feet back. Press it back, down dog. Start to open up those hamstrings a little bit. Start to open up those heels. Inhale, take your right leg high. Exhale, sweep it through for low lunge. Drop your back knee down to the earth and start to walk your right knee or your right ankle toward the top right-hand corner of the mat. Pause here. Okay, this is a really good starting place for really getting into that hip flexor. So you can stay here as long as you want, breathing. Now the main thing here is don't round your spine. Lift up through the chest, press the sit bones high, and descend in this direction rather than this one. Okay, when you're ready for it, you're going to kick that leg up behind you on the left, and then reaching around with the inside arm, see if you can grab that leg and pull it in toward the butt. This is a really good one for getting into the quadricep. So you're going to breathe here for a little bit. You'll start to feel the hip flexor turn on. And then you're going to switch it out. Come to the opposite side, grab with the opposite hand. This is where you're really going to get into that hip flexor. Whoo, so breathe through it. Hold this one as long as you would like, and then repeat on the opposite side. Curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, step both feet back, and then switch it out. Press back downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, and then sweep it through for a low lunge. All right, let's take the foot to the top left-hand corner of the mat, and then drop the right knee. Stay here. If you can keep that spine long, so no rounding, lift up and out of the heart, then descend in any amount. And then if you want to, reaching around first with the inside arm. And then swapping it out, opposite side. Now, if your hand doesn't quite reach your foot, no big deal. Take a towel and grab that towel or a strap of some kind of belt. Anything you have around the house will be just fine. Breathe here. See if you can keep the chest opening, the shoulders pulling back. Good, release both hands, come down. You can hold that a little bit longer if that's feeling good. 30 seconds is the minimum time you want to hold a stretch. If you go a little longer than that, you start stretching the fascia, which is awesome too. Step both feet back, and then plant your knees down to the earth. We're going to take a little bit of a back bend here, getting a little deeper into the psoas. So knees are hips distant. Take your hands to the small of your back, press your hips forward. Make your legs really strong. Make your belly really strong. So you've got to have this whole core engaged. Lift up and pull back. Now continue to press forward with the hips as the heart lifts up. Breathe here. If you're feeling okay, so you shouldn't be feeling this in your low back, so your belly is really engaged. If your belly is engaged and your low back is okay, then you can take one hand to the heel, or maybe both. Looking up. If this is okay, maybe taking the hands down to the earth. Keep pressing those hips forward and breathe. When you come up, hands come back to the hips, lift up and out of the belly, and then round. Take a little embryo pose here. Bring your knees together to touch. Head comes down to the earth. Do that every day. Maybe repeat twice. You're going to be feeling really good in your hip flexors in no time.